everyone. Today we are going to talk about memo writing, which is also an important part of communication in business writing, right? So whenever you are in a company, there might be exchange of memos between the employees and between the members of the company. So you should know what is memo writing, right? So memo is memorandum, right? It is short form of memorandum. So it is a type of document which is used for communication within the organization. So if I want to communicate within my organization, I will pass a memo. So memos or memorandum are typically used for fairly short message of one page. So whenever you want to give a short message, memorandum is utilized. But informal reports of several pages may also employ memo format. Right? So whenever you want to communicate within the organization, use memo, and it is basically a short message. So whenever you want to give a short message, utilize memo. You can also attach some reports to the memorandum, but that's an informal way. Informal way, memo is a short message. So what are memos? So memos are distinguished by a header that includes date, to, from and subject line. So as same as letter writing, it has date, to whom you are giving this memo, from the person who is writing this memo, and subject lines. Other lines such as CC or BCC, like email writing you have CC and BCC. Blind carbon copy and carbon copy may be added as needed, right? So you can also do CC or BCC of your memo. And RE, reference line, may be used instead of subject. So if you don't want to use subject, right, you can also use reference. But this use is becoming rare as RE is often mistaken as reply. So because RE is utilized as reply in email. So rather than using RE, people mostly use subject line because it is always mistaken as reply. So first format, in the format of memo writing, there is a date. So the list of date on which memo is distributed. So it is not the list, the date is not the one on which you are writing it. The date you should put on which you want to distribute to your employees, right? So it should be that date. 2. List the names of the recipients of the memo. If there are several recipients, it's acceptable to use a group name such as employees or personal committee members. So in the 2 part of the memo, what will happen? The people who you want to address or a person who you want to address, write that person's name. Or if you want to address a group of people, then you can write all employees or personal committee members. Or you can write the name of committee, right? Managing committee, you can write communication committee. So that's how you can address group of people in memo. From, list the name and job title of the writer. Suppose if I am the director of the company, I'll write my name and then my designation, right? So Ayushi Gandhi, director of so and so company. Subject, think of the subject line as the title of the memo. Make it specific so the reader can immediately identify the topic. So as it is a short message, the subject line should also be short and very short and very effective, so that the people will understand this is what you want to talk about. This is the main idea of writing the memo. So it should be short and it should identify with your topic very easy. In memo writing, these headings may be doubled or single spaced, and the subject line is often in all capital letters. So whenever you are writing the body of your memo, the heading should be doubled or single spaced, right? And the subject line should be all in capitals. Further, the order of the items can vary. Many organizations have their own style preferences on this issue. So there is an own style an organization can have to write a memo. If not the order listed above, double space is the most common, right? So utilize double space whenever you are writing the heading of the memo. The text of the memos typically use block format. So you all know that what is block format. It is a part of letter writing. You might have studied, right? In letter writing, block format is where you write everything which is left hand side aligned, right? With single space lines and extra space between paragraphs and no indentation for new paragraphs. So you also know what is indentation. Whenever you start a paragraph, if you leave a little space and then start the first line of the paragraph, then it is known as indented paragraph. But here there should be no indentation. Like block format, everything should be on left hand side. However, if a report using memo format stretches to a few pages in length, double spacing may be used to improve the readability. So if you want to improve the readability, use double space in between the paragraphs. Now, this is the format of the memo which I have given you. See the date, how it is written, March 18, 2013, same as letter writing, or you can write 18 March, 2013. No other format of date is allowed, dash, slashes are not allowed here. To department managers. So it is addressing a group of people. From Safia Dev, store manager. So the name of the person and the designation as told. So between the name of the person and designation, put a comma. What is the subject? Customer service excellence nomination. Right? So that is customer service excellence nomination. That is what the idea of the memo is. Right? That is the subject line. Now, please submit your nomination for the quarterly Customer Service Excellence Award by April 8. Help us identify great employees. So, I am just reading the main body of the memo. Do you have an employee whom you feel fortunate to have in your department? Does this employee show a positive and professional attitude when helping a customer? Do you forget frequent comments about this person's friendliness and helpfulness? Now you have an opportunity to give this employee the recognition he or she deserves. The first paragraph is about whom the department manager or the department manager will nominate for the customer service excellence. So what are the criteria? So criteria are listed point wise. So in memo you should list few things point wise, like recommendation should be listed point wise. So here you can see that the criteria are listed point wise, and then at the end there is conclusion, right? So in memo, recommendations and conclusions are very important, and the information given in memo is very precise, right? So this is how memo is written. You can see an example here. There is also another example of memo. See, the date is given 28th April 2008. The format of the date is wrong, but utilize the same format which I have told you earlier, April 28, 2008 or 20th April, 2008. So, to the Board Audit and Risk Committee from Chief Executive Officer, right? So, that's how you write a memo. Then there is a subject, compliance plans and framework. The background of the memo is given, the purpose is given, conclusion and recommendation. And there are headings on each and every paragraph. So maintain that heading should be given in the paragraph. So here you can see this format is perfect. Follow this format, right? Utilize this format for your memo, and for main body see this format. Don't utilize this format. I have just given you this as an example, right? People change the format also according to the company, but in exam you have to follow the format which is given by me to you. That first there should be date, then it should be to department managers, from the name of the person and designation, and the subject, right? Compulsory use this format. And when you are writing the main body, you can utilize this format also, and this format utilizing headings will be more easier and more readable. So use headings here as it is given. Recommendations you can write point wise. That's how you write a memo. Fine. So utilize this format for the main body and utilize this format for the starting of the memo, right? And just read all the memos, then you will understand how they are writing the memo, how they write a background, purpose, conclusion, recommendations, conclusions and recommendations are very important in memo writing. So make sure you do that when it's in exam.